Right, here we go. Qualifying is done, and they take to the grid with Harley Barletta and Jason Rome on the front row. Greg McDaniel, AJ Gotzi on the second row. James Harris and Jeremy Root on the third row. Gerald Thanos Poole and Eric Hulk Stoy on the fourth row. Jared Heasley and Scotty Tuhati rounding out the top 10. Kevin Reed and Brian Oshinska, 11th and 12th. Bo Ross, a.k.a. Thomas Myers, and Bill Percy, 13th and 14th. 15th is Brandon Springer. Richie West is 16th. Jody Ogden, 17th. Topher Baltimore is 18th. David Garman is 19th. 20th is DJ the Iceman Kenner. Mark Dan Tuma, and Larry Ashby, 21st and 22nd. Nicole Kriesel and John Schmidt, 23rd and 24th. And look for some of these guys lined up towards the back. Look for them to be coming forward before long. And it looks like there might be a glitch. One moment. Give us just a moment. I need to find out what has happened. All right, so I talked to the drivers. Apparently, a glitch on our end. Obviously, not something we usually see here, but we'll have you live back here in just a moment as we are loading back in. Very odd circumstances here. Actually, the first time something like this has ever happened, so a bit of a shock, but they do have a couple of pace laps, so hopefully we'll be back in with you guys here in just a moment. We're loading back into the session right now as they get pace laps underway. Aaron, that's definitely the way it feels at the moment. All right, looks like one of the iRacing processes just decided to go all sorts of wonky and hung up, so we are getting. And it is loading back in correctly now. We'll be live in just a moment. While we're getting everything back up and running, I will tell you, as you can see, 1.5 mile track. It has progressive banking in the turns from 12 to 20 degrees of banking, only 9 degrees of banking on the front stretch and 3 degrees on the back stretch. Expect a lot of side-by-side nose-to-tail racing as they go do battle here tonight. It will spread out as guys' tires wear down depending on how much they've saved and different strategies, but yeah, there will be a lot of close battling. Last season, this was one of the deciding races at the end of the season, so seeing it early in the season could be very interesting for the point situation. 12 laps in and a lot of battling going on. AJ Godsey in the lead, Eric Stoy second, Harley Barletta is third, Scotty Too Hotty is fourth, fifth is James Harris, Greg McDaniels is sixth, Brandon Springer seventh, Heasley is eighth, Gerald Poole is ninth, And Bo Ross, a.k.a. Thomas Myers, in 10th. Bill Percy, 11th. Brian Oshinska in 12th. David Garman is the man on the move right now. Started in 19th. He is up to 13th. Richie West up to 14th. And a lot of side-by-side action going on right now. Something has happened to Jason Rome early on. We'll have to get an update out of that here in a bit. He started in second all the way back to 21st now. Or I'm sorry, all the way back to 23rd. And it looks like Topher Baltimore has had an incident. Caution is out. Let's rewind a little. It looked like he might have just snapped loose. Couldn't tell if him and Jeremy Root touched there. I think they did just a little bit. Topher gets the outside wall and goes around. He toes to pit road. All right, 15 laps in. We're all caught up for the moment, except for one burning question. And let's see if we can get a word with AJ. Hey, AJ, it's Doug. You got me?
I got you, Doug.
Hey, so we missed a few laps due to a glitch. What happened early to Jason Rome?
It looked like he and James Harris got together. I don't know. James was apologizing, so I don't know. He said it might have been net code.
Ah, gotcha. Apparently there are a few glitches tonight. You're already in the lead, though, and seem to be able to pull away just a little bit.
Yeah, I've been notorious for struggling at these 1.5 miles. It's kind of not my best races, so I put in a little more practice this week, and it might be paying off. I learned a little bit.
You're struggling. Everybody else is going to lose. All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, Doug.
For those that have not watched a BRR broadcast before, there's a reason that I had to make that comment. AJ Gotzi is notorious for saying he is struggling at a track right before he runs off and dominates it. So, him saying he's struggling, that could be interesting. A lot of cars on pit road except for this top four. Jared Heasley stays out, Jody Ogden stays out, Nicole Creasel stays out, Larry Ashby stays out. And and everybody else is going to pit road. However, it looks like Topher Baltimore may be done for the night. Jared Heasley and these top four that have stayed out on old tires, it could get a little bit interesting. It's only been about 15 laps, not a ton of tire wear, but trust me, it's going to be enough to make a difference. However, the track temperature has dropped 2 degrees since the start of the race. It was 81 degrees. It is down to 79 degrees. Air temperature down a degree as well. That could give these front four on old tires a little bit of help early on in this run. However, once the tires start to wear in, these guys really got to hope for a caution and some tire strategy to play out here tonight. All right, lights are out on the pace car. They're going to stack back up side by side. Jared Heasley, Jody Ogden on the front row. Jared Heasley and Nicole Creasel up on the second row. Then you've got Gerald Poole and Greg McDaniel on fresh tires. Everybody back from Gerald is on fresh tires. Gerald Poole in 5th, Greg McDaniel 6th, Harley Barletta 7th, AJ Gotzi 8th, Eric Stoy 9th, and James Harris in 10th. And it looks like Gerald Poole and Greg McDaniel took right side tires only based on their pit stop times. Things might be about to get a little bit interesting. Heasley choosing to start on the outside here. Front four on old tires. 5th and 6th on 2 tires. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Jared Heasley gets a good start off into 1. Jody Ogden caught napping just a little bit, and now the car's on 2 tires up here, and here comes AJ Godsey making it 3 wide all over the back bumper of Nicole Creasel. Now he's going to try and make it 4 wide. The car on the high side backs out. AJ drives off the bottom. I think he might have gotten into the side of Nicole just a little bit. Everybody's stacking up just a little bit behind him. It looked like Eric Stoy's car got a little bit loose coming through 3 and 4. Everybody keeps going straight. Meanwhile, Heasley out front as almost a 1 second lead over Jody Ogden, and here comes a pack of cars. Larry Ashby holding on to the top 5, James Harris down on the bottom. And it is getting really sketchy mid-pack as Harley Barletta, Eric Stoy, Scotty Too Hotty all right there in the mix. 3 of the top 5 in points back there on fresh tires. Harley Barletta using the apron to try and get some momentum. Now you can pick up a little bit of time running on the apron. However, there is a caveat to that, and that is coming off that 9-degree banking. It unsettles the car. It also wears the tires, and AJ Godsey has now caught up to Jared Heasley. He goes by on the bottom for the lead. Yeah, AJ is really struggling here tonight. You guys feel AJ's pain here? How much he's struggling? Jared Heasley in second. James Harris in third. Eric Stoy now up to 4th. Harley Barletta up to 5th. Jason Rome back in 23rd. Just trying to keep the car going and out of trouble for the first part of this race. James Harris is making the pass. He is cleared for 2nd. Eric Stoy for 3rd. Heasley is going backwards. Here comes Harley Barletta. And Scotty Too Hotty right there with him. Harley Barletta takes 5th. Scott now to 6th. Jody Ogden, who didn't take tires, he has dropped back to 7th now. And Brandon Springer, Jeremy Root side by side through 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, excuse me. Through 1 and 2, down to the back straightaway. A lot of side by side back here. This definitely benefits those guys up front that didn't take tires. This side-by-side racing is going to help some of these guys. And here comes Bill Percy on the bottom. And as we mentioned, Bill in the top 5 in points coming into Rockingham. A very difficult race. He ends up 10th in points. Then a rough, very difficult truck race last night. He is looking to redeem himself here tonight. Started in 14th. He's now up to 11th. AJ Godsey has company now. James Harris is with him. Eric Stoy in 3rd, and the top 5 have now broken away. Scott Snodgrass in 5th place now has a 2-second lead over Jeremy Root and Brandon Springer. And the not stopping has definitely impacted Jared Heasley. He continues to go backwards. However, if they stop under green, that'll put him in a better position long term. But he is getting passed by everybody. Jared Heasley now back into 10th, hoping he can settle in here behind DJ Kenner. Kenner now to 11th. And it's kind of weird, but normally DJ is spotting for Jeremy Root and vice versa. But tonight, both of them on track. It'll be interesting. What has happened to James Harris? James Harris down on the apron. It looks, I can't tell. He has some contact on the right rear of that car. And he's got significant damage on the right side of that car. Looks like he pancaked it up against the wall. AJ Godsey still out front, but Harley Barletta all over the back bumper. Scott there with him. Eric right behind him. Jeremy Root still trying to pick up some ground here. He is still 1.9 seconds back. Brandon Springer in 6th. Richie West in 7th. Bill Percy's on a tear. He is up to 8th. And look at 9th place. DJ the Iceman Kenner is in 9th after starting 20th. Jared Heasley holding on to 10th for the moment. Remember, Jared on old tires. The other cars on old tires. Jody Ogden has drifted back to 12th. Larry Ashby has drifted back to 16th, and Nicole Creasel has drifted back to 22nd. AJ Godsey's still out front, but look who is going for second now. Scotty Tuhati on the bottom. Eric Stoy's got a run on the high side, though. Can he hold him off? Scott staying right in the tire tracks of Harley Barletta. Seems to run 1 and 2 a little bit lower. Looks like he gets a run off into 1. Just can't get there yet. Jeremy Root is starting to close down the gap on the leaders. It is now down to 1.4 seconds. And his teammate DJ Kenner back in 9th place, only a second behind him. Once these two get together, no telling what will happen. And AJ Godsey now has Harley Barletta to the inside. Harley can't make it stick yet, but looking to the inside, AJ knows he is there. Jared Heasley has currently stabilized his fall. He is in 11th place, 1/4 of the way through the race. But will the tire strategy pay off in the long run? Jody Ogden right there with him in 12th. Neither one of these guys has stopped yet. Greg McDaniel in 13th. 14th is Jason Rome, who, after an incident very early in the race, is making his way back towards the front. Thomas Myers, aka Bo Ross, is in 15th. Mark Dantuma in 16th. And Garmy in 17th. Garmy was charging towards the front earlier, and it looks like, oh, there's a car in the wall. It's Jared Heasley. Cars wrecking everywhere. Caution. Let's see if we can see what started this whole mess. Jared Heasley up in the wall. And it looks like he and Jody Ogden get together off of turn 4. Oh, Jared gets the wall. Jody had no time to react. And the big one, as several other cars get caught, James Harris having a rough night. James Harris collected. Jason Rome got collected in that as well. Jody Ogden. James Harris had to tow to pit road. And Jason Rome gets hit hard. We talked to him in pre-race and talked about how much he has been improving this season. This is not what he wanted here at Vegas. Harley Barletta out front. Scotty Tuhati in second. DJ Kenner also staying out in third. And everybody else, it appears, is going to pit road. Now, it's been 15 laps, since they went green. Hey, Scott, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, Mr. Doug. How you doing, sir?
Hey, good. You're doing quite well tonight up there in second and been battling for the top spot all night.
Yeah, it's a long race, though. Still got 90-something go, so 80-something to go, so we'll see.
Now, I have to ask, we saw several guys stay out on that last caution, which was about lap 15, and you came in, and now it's been a little bit over 15 laps of green flag racing, and you're staying out. Do you think you can hold everybody off behind you?
Yeah, I really wasn't looking for a caution right there. I was hoping to get a good long green flag run, but didn't see it that way. So.
Well, definitely the tire strategy gets a little bit weird at this point, but as DJ Kenner ducks off, it looks like he's going to go get a fresh set. It might get a little interesting for you and Harley.
Yeah, it's going to be a little interesting, but the people that bidded with us on 15, if we get a good long run, we'll probably lose some, but we might still be able to make it up at the end.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Hopefully your strategy pays off.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
All right, Scotty Too Hottie in second place, AJ in third, Jeremy Root in fourth. Jason Rome is holding on to 10th. It does look like he went ahead and used his fast repair, got in and out of pit road, and managed to hold on to 10th place. So good job by Jason Rome on the recovery here, and definitely want to see him up in contention. But here's another driver. He was in the final Cup race last season. He was dominant in the Truck Series. And Greg McDaniel, look for him to be a championship contender before this season is out. Currently just outside of the top 10, but he is always up here in contention. Just needs a little bit of luck to go his way. And at least right now, I cannot be blamed for anything that happens to Greg McDaniel. Brian Oshinska for the first time in the top 10 in 9th. Bill Percy continues marching his way forward in 8th. Eric Stoy, up and down kind of night. He's constantly been moving forward, but pit strategy definitely has bit him once already. Brandon Springer just continuing to steadily work his way forward. Richie West now up to 5th. Jeremy Root up to 4th now. And it looks like Harley's going to choose to start on the outside. Of course, we saw last restart, Jared Heasley started on the high side and made it work really well. Got a big jump on the pack. Can Harley Barletta do the same here? Good time to catch your breath right before they go green flag racing. If that last restart was anything to judge on, it's going to get a little crazy. The front two drivers, the only two not to pit in the entire field. Harley Barletta, Scott Snodgrass, both have not pitted. Everybody behind them is on at least 2 right side tires. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. They are down and away. Harley gets a good jump on the field. Scott has to deal with Jeremy Root and AJ Godsey all over the back bumper. Down into turn 1, it's getting a little sketchy as AJ is looking for a way around. Further back in the field, everybody's starting to sort out single file a lot quicker this time. Jared Heasley, after that incident, currently in 16th place. Jody Ogden ended up a lap down in 22nd. AJ Godsey ends up slotting into 4th place. Brandon Springer, like we mentioned, on the march. He took right sides only on that stop, as did Richie West. So these two drivers picked up 10 spots already. Picking up some on pit road as it gets a little wild up front. AJ way up by the wall. Brandon Springer looking to the inside. A little bobble out of AJ coming off 4. A little bobble out of Brandon as he gets down onto the apron. Richie West takes advantage, and it is 3 wide right behind. And here comes... Jared Heasley was looking like he was going to make it 3 wide again. Bill Percy going backwards for the moment, just trying to save the car a little bit. Here comes Kevin Reed, is way loose off turn 4. manages to save it down on the apron. Cold tires are playing havoc with these restarts. And they're going to try 3 wide down the back straightaway as Gerald Poole looks down to the bottom. Can't get anywhere yet. It is nose to tail, side by. Are we sure we're not at Talladega the way these guys are racing? Up front, Harley Barletta is out front. Scotty Too Hottie side by side with AJ Godsey. AJ is going to clear him off of turn 2. Scott needs to move up or he is going to get a freight train coming by. As Jeremy Root up on the high side comes by. Scott trying to fight back on the bottom. And here comes Greg McDaniel. Greg McDaniel and Bo Ross, a.k.a. Thomas Myers. Scott on those old tires, drifting back just a little bit. Not even halfway into this thing, we've already got some cars out of the race and a couple of cars a lap down. And a 3-wide battle for second. Jeremy Root backs out of it. Wise move on his part. Back behind, it looks like Kevin Reed is going to handle on the car, but David Garman on the march again. Garmy, one of those drivers that said he was going to start at the back, let the chips fall how they will, and see if he can make his way forward. He is definitely doing that. Jared Heasley, after that incident on the front straightaway that brought out the last caution, is making his way back toward the front. Scott Snodgrass on old tires gets trapped in the middle of a 3-wide. And now Garmy looking to go 3-wide underneath Scott. And a little bobble out of Scott. This could end badly. Greg McDaniel gets up a little bit. Everybody giving him a wide berth. They saw the bobble. Good save by Scott, saving the car, and great save by everybody around him. And if you're Scott Snodgrass, you're probably hoping you wore the brown pants today. 3-wide down the front stretch as Mark Dantuma continues to march his way forward. Scott is not giving up without a fight here. And meanwhile, Thomas Myers, a.k.a. Bo Ross, is now in the lead. They're 4-wide back behind. Kevin Reed backs out of it before they get into turn 3. Holy cow, it's chaos out here. These guys are going to end up with another caution before lap 50 if they keep racing like this. And meanwhile, Thomas Myers and the WCWA Wrestling Alliance car are out front for the first time in BRR history. Harley Barletta in second, and here comes Thanos. Gerald Thanos Poole on the bottom. And Gerald Poole now makes a move for second as Harley Barletta on older tires drops back to third, and Kevin Reed has definitely got the handle back on that car. He is going for third here. And it looks like Mark Dantuma is not wasting any time back there either. He is pushing that car. Oh! Jeremy Root and AJ Godsey get together. Jeremy Root comes down just a little bit. Gets into Mark. Several cars in the infield, but no caution yet. They clear the racing surface. No caution. Jeremy Root drifts up. AJ was coming down just a little bit. Jeremy bounces off of AJ, and look at the skill and the save by Jeremy Root. Wow. What a move. Just over a week ago, we saw something similar in the Tyler Daniels Racing versus Nowski Nation battle. Had a couple of drivers go through the infield here at Vegas. Saw one of them actually jumping the mound, the dirt mounds in the middle where the elevation changes on the grass. And we might be about to see another big moment as Gerald Poole is looking to go to the lead for the first time in BRR history. And loses that second place, lost a lot of ground off of turn 4. Now Kevin Reed back to second. And here comes Garmy. Thomas Myers is still in the lead though. And I guarantee you, Gerald Thanos Poole has not given up on getting that car to the lead yet. That Tennifer Gin paint scheme, if you don't know who that is, go check them out. TenniferGin.com, Tennifer Gin on Facebook. And if you are an 80s, 70s, or 80s kid and you listen to rock, Jeff Young of Megadeth is the guitarist for that group. Kevin Reed in the Finelli Ironworks car is up here in the mix. It's been a while since we've seen Kevin up here battling for the top spot. He has not been up there this season yet, but here he comes. Drift back a little bit. AJ Godsey, after that incident, has fallen back to 8th. Scott on old tires in 9th. Harley on old tires in 7th. Greg McDaniel in 6th. Managed to skirt by all that chaos. And Jared Heasley manages to sneak by Gerald Poole. He is now up into 4th. Brandon Springer in 11th. Richie West in 10th. Eric Stoy, who was up front the first half of this race, is now back to 12th. Expect to see him come forward again. Another one you expect to see come forward, Bill Percy in the 95. Lost a little bit of ground on the restart. He's going to fight back as well. DJ the Iceman Kinner has drifted back a bit of a surprise to see DJ Kinner having drifted back, but there he is. And hey, I think that's an Outlaw United Racing League paint scheme. Let's take a look. Yeah, it is. That was his new paint scheme for the new Outlaw Cup season. Nice to see it out on track. Quick update, Jason Rome, who qualified on the front row, is now back in 18th. He needs a little bit of luck after getting caught in a couple of early incidents. Meanwhile, Thomas Myers is falling back, and look at this. Gerald Poole had drifted back to 5th. He's now starting to look back to the inside. And I do believe I see an XCal logo on the side of that car. Let's try and get a closer look at it. Oh, no, that's the gas tank. Well, Aaron's just going to have to tell him to put an XCal logo on there. All right, Thomas Myers approaching halfway in the lead. Garmin, who started in 19th, is in 2nd. It's worth mentioning Thomas started in all the way back in 13th. Now leading, Garmin in 2nd. Heasley now up to 3rd. Heasley involved in an earlier caution with Jody Ogden. Looking to see Jody Ogden currently 1 lap down in 21st place. And this battle for the lead is about to heat up. Thomas had pulled away just a little bit. Jason Rome has come to pit road. Thomas had pulled away just a little bit. Looks like Jared and Garmy have hooked up and managed to draft back up to him. Kevin Reed now in 4th. Thanos in 5th. Greg McDaniel in 6th. Great run out of Greg. Harley Barletta now in 7th. AJ Gotzi in 8th. Scotty Too Hotty in 9th. Not where he wanted to be, but remember, he and Harley, different tire strategies here. Richie West now in 10th. Brandon Springer 11th. And Larry Ashby going for 11th on the high side. And it looks like Scott has gone to pit road. Harley Barletta is on pit road as well. So those two guys will have to watch closely. After they come off of pit road, expect to see both drivers start making their way forward. David Garman staying right on Thomas's back bumper. Jared Heasley in 3rd. And halfway down. And you got to wonder, Jared Heasley and Jeremy Root's on pit road as well. Harley Barletta and Scotty Too Hotty both coming off of pit road right now. And you have to wonder, both of them at the halfway point, did they just snooker the whole field? Are they in a position where they can stop one more time? Everybody else may have to stop 2 more times. And it actually looks like Thomas is pulling away just a little bit off of turn 4. Looks like Garmin gets him into turn 1, but and Jared Heasley has had a rough start to the season, but managed to hold on to a top 5 position in the points despite some rough races. And oh, caution! Oh, it may have been Jody Ogden again. Jody's, oh my goodness. Let's back it up just a little bit here and see what happened. Jody Ogden battling side by side with Brandon Springer. Oh, it looks like he just pushed up into Brandon off the turn. I think Eric Stoy caught a piece of it too. DJ Kenner manages to avoid. Brian Oshinska, Bill Percy managed to avoid. Jody Ogden had to tow to the pits. Brandon Springer will have to go in for repairs. And this is going to hurt Harley Barletta and Scott Snodgrass and Jeremy Root. All 3 of who had pit under green flag. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Harley. Hey Harley, it's Doug. You got me?
How's it going, Doug?
Hey man, pretty good. I gotta ask, you just came off of pit road. This caution comes out. Does it help you or does it hurt you?
Well, I mean, it does hurt us because now we have to start at the back because we're going to take the wave around here. Oh, I'm the lucky dog. Never mind. I mean, I'm still going to be starting at the back anyway. So it definitely does hurt us. I wanted it to stay green. We probably would have cycled back out around 5th or so.
Well, you definitely have a fast race car. You proved that even on old tires, you were hanging with the top guys. So you definitely still have a shot at this one.
Yeah, thanks, man. We're going to try our best.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks, dude.
Let's see if we can get a word with Eric Stoy. Hey, Eric, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, I do, Doug.
Hey, buddy, I have to ask. It looked like you might have caught a piece of that.
Piece of oh no, I did not. I avoided that.
It had to have been a little bit on the close side, but you seem to have despite driving a Ford, you seem to have a very fast car here tonight.
Yeah, it's I've been hanging with them even on the tires being worn down with everyone else having fresh tires. We were going with one strategy, didn't work out, so we have to use something else. So we'll hopefully get to the front right now.
All right, man. It looks like Hulk is fast. Hopefully he'll be in victory lane, bud.
Hey, I appreciate it, Doug. Thank you.
All right, Eric Stoy now comes out of pit road in ninth. Thomas Myers is still in the lead. Garmy in second. Greg McDaniel in third. Thanos in fourth. Jared Heasley in fifth. Richie West is sixth. AJ Godsey seventh. Kevin Reed eighth. Eric Stoy ninth. Brandon Springer is 10th, obviously having done a fast repair. Larry Ashby, we have mentioned every week this season so far, Larry is definitely making some waves. Expect to see him in victory lane before the season's over and possibly contending for the championship. He is having his best season for BRR yet. Hey, Thomas, it's Doug in the booth. You got me?
I got you, sir.
Hey, did you put nitrous in that car before you came out here?
Ancient Apache secret. I can't tell you, my friend.
You are definitely putting on a show. You have come through this field under green flag conditions. Now you are in the lead, and I saw Garmin working on you, but he had nothing for you.
Yeah, just a matter of luck of the draw. I got caught up in that incident. It just kind of helped my pit strategy from the way it looks.
Well, it is definitely paying off. You think you can get her to victory lane tonight?
That's the overall plan.
All right, buddy. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
All right, Thomas Myers, a.k.a. Bo Ross, in the 63 car and in the lead. Great to see him on track again. Glad he is back with us, and awesome to see him up front. And there are several cars, usually this far into a race, you'll see a couple of cars really stand out that are going to be impossible to get around. It's usually 2 or 3 people, and fairly common to see the same group of drivers. I don't think anybody in that top 10 is out of contention for the win tonight. You got guys like Jared Heasley, Richie West, Gerald Poole, Greg McDaniel, David Garman, Brandon Springer, Eric Stoy. All these guys have come through the field. Kevin Reed, AJ Godsey, all of them are still in contention. All of them are just as fast as the others. And this may come down to a last lap battle. Vegas, usually you end up with it spread out after some green flag stops. They have not spread out yet. This is going to get wild. Pace car is in, and green flag is in the air. Thomas is down and away. Garmy on the high side. Looking back through the field to see Jared Heasley is starting to make his way back forward, but Richie West is still there. And of course, Scott, one of the guys that got bit by that caution, is now back in 16th place. He has had one of the fastest cars all night. He has been up caution. And I think Richie West was in the wall. We'll have to... Let's see if we can see what happened. Looks like Jared Heasley may be involved. Let's back this up again. And yes, that looks like Richie West in the wall. Looks like AJ Godsey involved. Off into the turn, and Jared Heasley snaps loose, catches AJ, spins up, catches Kevin Reed and Richie West. And a bit of a heartbreak. Jared Heasley was marching his way back towards the front. So definitely a bit more caution-filled than you would usually see. And I think David Garman is going to pit road to top off on fuel. AJ Godsey's going to pit road, I'm guessing for repairs. Let's take a quick look. He has got a little bit of damage on the right front. Garman's on pit road. Richie West obviously coming to pit road. heavy damage to that car. Don't expect Richie to take tires. This could be a quick in and out. The car is fixed. Topping off on fuel, and he is down and away. And Thomas Myers continues to lead. Now Greg McDaniel is up in second, another driver that's still in contention. Hey Greg, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, go ahead, Doug.
Hey, nice to see you're up there in second. You've avoided a lot of chaos. Do you have something for Thomas?
I'm just trying to survive right now. A lot of these new drivers that have come here this year. I'm probably not going to make any friends saying this, but they don't save their stuff and they're blocking, and so I'm just trying to stay out of trouble and stay near the front and let it work out.
Well, you're definitely staying out of trouble. You're definitely saving your stuff. And late in the run, you really have saved your stuff because you come forward, but you're still fast early in the run. You're having a great night.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm doing, and that they're running awful hard and using their stuff up quick. So I'm just trying to spread mine out and stay up here. So good observation, Doug.
Well, thank you. Well, you are doing an amazing job tonight. There's not a 24 car out there to run into you, so that probably helps.
That's always a help.
All right, good luck, buddy.
Thanks, Doug.
The backstory there is that Greg and I got together several times in the trucks last season. Early in the last season, ended both of our chances really for a championship, and it was an awful situation where every time we were anywhere near each other on track, it got to where we were intentionally wrecking each other in practice to hopefully avoid it in a race. So another worthy note, Larry Ashby now in 7th place. So Larry's march towards the front this season continues. Larry also physically probably the closest driver to Las Vegas Motor Speedway, living in Albuquerque. I think geographically he is the closest to the track. Maybe he's got a little bit of luck because of it. Brian Oshinska currently in 10th. Drivers involved in that. Richie West comes out in 16th. AJ Godsey in 19th. Garmy is in 18th. Jared Heasley has gone a lap down. He is now in 21st. I don't know that that's going to make a huge difference, as we've already seen a couple of drivers come from a lap down to get back up into contention. Scott Snodgrass and Harley Barletta 13th and 14th right now, after getting the caution coming out right after they hit pit road. We'll have to wait and see if this plays out in their favor. Couple drivers hit pit road and just topped off on fuel. Other than the drivers getting repaired, that was it. No significant pit stops. Getting ready for the pace car to drop off. Thomas choosing to start on the inside. Greg McDaniel on the outside. Gerald Poole and Kevin Reed right behind. Kevin's got a hot rod tonight too. The Finelli Ironworks car making its way forward. Pace car is in. Green flag is in the air. They're down and away. Thomas gets another good jump. Greg letting up just a little bit. He's going to slot himself in second. Thanos in third. Kevin Reed lost a little bit of ground on the start. Eric Stoy right there with him. And look who is on the march, the 22. Scotty Too Hotty restarted in 14th, up to 10th on the back straightaway. 4 spots through 1 and 2. That's the old Scott. Harley Barletta a little bit further back. He had drifted back now to 14th. Expect a little bit slower, more methodical march to the front, but I would expect these two being up front again before long. Especially with the way they are battling out front as Greg McDaniels goes for the lead for the first time this season. Greg McDaniels clears him out of 4, but Eric Stoy's looking to the inside. And Greg McDaniels leads for the first time this season. Eric Stoy in second. Oh, we've got a big wreck behind. Caution is out. Looks like Larry Ashby was involved. And it looks DJ Kenner in the 80. Oh, looks like Bill Percy was trying to get the nose under. DJ didn't know he was there, got sideways, and just started collecting other cars. Take a look and see. DJ's car looks like it's okay. He probably came out the best on that. We'll take a quick look at Larry Ashby's car. Larry having one heck of a run here tonight. But this is definitely going to set him back a little bit. Greg McDaniels manages to hold on to the lead. Eric Stoy coming to pit road. Thomas Myers staying out. Now, the interesting thing will be watching. Let's keep an eye on Eric Stoy. I do not expect to see tires changed. I am betting that this is a fuel-only stop. As he comes the long, slow ride down pit road, 55 miles an hour. Right sides are staying on the ground. And he is down and away. I'm pretty sure that was fuel only, although it looked like the left sides might have been up, so he might have taken left side tires on this one. Let's see if we can get a word with Kevin. Hey Kevin, it's Doug. You got me?
Hey, what's going on, Doug?
Hey man, earlier on in the race, we saw you practically drifting out of turn 4. The car was so loose on cold tires, and now here you are up here battling for the lead.
Just out here having fun, buddy.
Well, it certainly looks like it has been, you've managed to drive through a lot of chaos, and that's always a little bit of fun when you come through that clean, but man, you're back up battling in old Kevin form.
Absolutely, and this is Lady Luck in Vegas, buddy.
Well, if Lady Luck continues that way, it looks like you might have a chance at victory lane tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I won't get premature, but I'm gonna try it.
All right, man. Well, just make sure you don't try and use somebody's hood as a ramp. You ought to be okay.
Ah, don't worry, Doug. You're not in this race.
Oh, that's right. All right, good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man.
All right, Kevin Reed out in 3rd. Bill Percy has made his way back up to 4th. Bill Percy is on the same pit strategy as the lead cars, now up into 4th. Scott has recovered up to 5th. Harley Barletta has gotten to 13th, back up to 13th, but look who's in the top 10 for the first time in a while, and it is awesome to see. It is the lady of BRR. That is Nicole. That's what she said, Creasel. And even, look, it even says it on her bumper. That's what she said. Well, Eric will pull up a little closer and you can see it really says that on the back of her bumper. So a big change, a big swing. It looks like Topher Baltimore and James Harris are both out. Jody Ogden might be out as well. Jared Heasley and Mark Dantuma coming to pit road. As they line up, I guarantee this is fuel strategy on the part of Heasley and Mark. Getting close to the end of the race, they're going to try and make it from here without stopping. Car does not go up, just a splash of gas. Mark already down and away. And Greg McDaniel in the lead. Don't forget, after this one, we do have the Fast and Fun ARCA series. Some of these drivers will actually carry over. They'll go from Vegas to Eldora, unload the ARCA cars, and running ARCA cars on dirt tonight. This ought to be fun. All right, pace car is in. Greg McDaniel down and away, green flag in the air. And it looks like Kevin Reed is going to take advantage of Greg's jump. He is down to the inside looking for second. But here comes Bill Percy on the high side. What a run out of Bill Percy up to third place. He's got a little help, a push from Scotty Too Hottie, and here comes Richie West on the bottom. There was a car blinking on the bottom, couldn't see who it was. Several drivers managed to get by. Meanwhile, Greg McDaniel is out front. Thomas Myers in second, and here comes Bill Percy. Could it be Bill Percy's night here tonight? Scott's got his back bumper full now. Richie West to the bottom. And what a power move by Kevin Reed on the front stretch. And here comes Harley Barletta. And another power move by Kevin Reed. He said he's having fun. It sure looks like it. He is just going where the run leads and making his way back forward. Up front, Greg McDaniel, then Thomas Myers, Bill Percy, Richie West in fourth, Harley Barletta in fifth. Kevin Reed in sixth. Oh, almost gets together with Eric Stoy in seventh. And here comes Garmy once again. He is now up to 8th. Brandon Springer in the 9th. Scotty Too Hottie has drifted back to 10th. And Thanos on fresh tires starting to make his way forward as well. Nicole Kriesel back to 15th now. Jason Rome also starting to recover after the issues earlier. He's now up to 13th. Greg McDaniel out front, Thomas Myers in second, and Bill Percy in third. Here comes Richie West though. Richie's got one heck of a run down the front straightaway. He's got a little bit of a push from Harley. Off into 1 and 2, he clears him. And now it's going to be Harley Barletta for 4th, Bill Percy in 5th. Guarantee you Bill would be happy with a 5th place finish here tonight. He just wants a good finish to start reclaiming some of the points he lost at Rockingham last week. Eric Stoy in 6th leads the second pack. Brandon Springer behind him. Gerald Poole now up to 8th. Garmin now up to 9th. Scott in 10th. And for the Brian Oshinska is looking for a top 10 spot now as well. Brian has been hiding outside the top 10 all night, but looks like he might have a shot at it here. Kevin Reed has drifted back to 12th now. Jason Rome in 13th is coming quickly. DJ Kenner is with him. Nicole Kriesel in 15th. Mark Dantuma in 16th. Jeremy Root all the way back in 17th. And there is somebody blinking really badly back there. That was John Schmidt blinking extremely badly. Larry Ashby back in 20th. Greg McDaniel. Oh, we've got a move going now. Bill Percy looking to the inside of Richie West into 3 and 4. Can't get there yet. Bill Percy not done yet, but Eric Stoy coming to the inside of Percy now. Off into turn 1, Eric Stoy has the advantage. Here comes Brandon Springer on the bottom as well. Bill Percy back to 7th. No, he's going to fight back on the high side. Off of turn 2, it's a drag race down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, it is still Bill Percy in 6th, Brandon Springer in 7th. And Bill Percy manages to hold him off. Looks like John Schmidt might have had an incident. He might be done. The blinking definitely becoming problematic. Meanwhile, Greg McDaniel up front. It looks like John Schmidt is trying to pull off track. Jared Heasley is on pit road. Possibly a final pit stop for fuel. Oh no, he has had a hard accident. Let's see if we can see. Maybe that is what happened. Oh, big crash. What started that? No caution. Everybody managing to clear the track. I think Larry Ashby actually managed to get through there. And, oh, it looks like John Schmidt just comes down the track, gets right into Root, then gets into Heasley. Heasley involved in an earlier incident. We'll have to wait and see if he can get off of pit road. See if he is repaired. He is heavy, heavy damage. What a heartbreak. Heasley had been up battling for the lead earlier in the race. Greg McDaniel out front for the first time this season. Caution! Scott Snodgrass involved this time. And it looks like he got together with Gerald Thanos Poole. It looks like Scott just came up the track a little bit more, got a push off of turn 4, ends up spinning down the front straightaway. And Greg McDaniel out front. And look who is back in 3rd. It is Harley Barletta, Richie West in 4th, and Eric Stoy in 5th. Let's see if we can get a quick word with Richie. Hey Richie, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, buddy, I got you.
Hey, you sound very, very happy right about now.
You know, we needed that, and the car was good. I was about to go take that young lead, but car's good. Come in and get the little bit of fuel we were short, get some tires, and we got the track position. So bring it, baby.
Well, you go send it, man. You're having a heck of a run tonight. Good luck, buddy.
10-4. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Richie West, obviously extremely excited. Everybody in for their final pit stops. Vegas is often known for spread out racing, and last season, the final race at Vegas, they spread out long green flag runs, very few on-track battles after everything got sorted. Here tonight, though, I feel like I've been calling a race at Talladega or Daytona where they have been side by side, swapping positions every lap because everybody is going for it every single lap, and what an amazing job they are doing. Bill Percy up to 9th. Brian Oshinska now in 10th. Brian has been knocking on the door of the top 10 all night. All right, we'll restart with just under 25 laps to go. Let us know who you think is going to pull this one off. Hey, Brandon, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, buddy. You have had an up and down night, but you have recovered from everything really, really well.
Yeah, I feel sorry. I don't know, I got close to Jody, but I've been just kind of drafting and saving my stuff, and hopefully I can show a little bit more at the end here.
Now, I've mentioned it in the last couple of weeks, but I have to ask you, and just between you and me, how much extra grip are you getting out of the peanut butter?
Oh, it's the secret. It's extra tacky.
Well, it is definitely working here tonight, man.
Thanks, Doug.
Good luck, buddy.
Yeah.
That has been a running joke with the BRR guys, and you'll see as Brandon comes by in the Jif peanut butter car, you see it is dripping. So I think he's dripping some of it onto the tires. He is currently in 6th place after starting in 15th, having one heck of a run. A lot of guys up front. Usually we see the same guys up front all night. These kind of tracks, you see the same drivers dominate. But tonight, it has been half the field has led. I feel kind of sorry for Jason Rome, who does the points. You can check out all the points, the schedule, everything at brrpoints.com. You got to feel sorry for the guy because he's going to have to factor all those bonus points tomorrow. And I think about 7 or 8 cars have led tonight. So it's been an interesting race as they line up and get ready to go green flag racing again. Mike Smith saying he put $1 on Harley for the win, and I'm looking for Mike Smith to be back on track before too much longer. Because, as I recall, last time we were here, Mike Smith was up front battling for the win late in the race until some incidents happened. Pace car about to drop off. And the pace car is in. Greg McDaniel gets the right to fire first. Green flag is in the air. He's down and away. He caught Gormy sleeping this time, and Richie West didn't. He is down to the inside. Richie West going for second here. He said he felt good about it. You heard how happy he was. And look there, Thomas Myers on the bottom. He's not only going for third, he's looking to the inside for second. And Harley Barletta is still back there in 5th and lurking. He gets down to the inside for 4th. You got Eric Stoy and Brandon Springer side by side. This battle is getting a little bit wild up front. This is exactly what Greg wants to see in his mirror. Is Garmin? No, Garmin looked like he might go high and make it 3 wide. Thomas drops down to the bottom. Off into turn 3, and now they have caught back up to Greg. It looked like with the battling, Greg might be able to pull away, but here comes Richie West. And a side-by-side battle for 4th place, Harley Barletta, David Garman. And Thomas Myers now trying something different. He is to the high side through 3 and 4, trying to take the lead from Greg McDaniel. They'll get 20 to go this time by. This may come down to who Richie West decides to follow. He hops to the high side here. And now Harley's going to stick his nose in on the bottom. We said it earlier in the race. There's about 8 or 10 cars that could easily win it, and they're all right there, spread it out 3 wide into turn 3. Richie West to the bottom. Thomas Myers up high, gets a little bit loose. Oh, he gets a tap from Greg McDaniel. Harley's going to the wall. Garmin's collected. Caution. All right, and let's see. I think all of this may have started with the 63 car getting a little loose. Yeah, he snapped loose, had it saved, snapped loose again, collects Greg, and then chaos ensues. Harley Barletta takes a hard hit. Thomas Myers, oh, Larry Ashby could not get woed up. What a heartbreak for Larry Ashby, who had a top 10 car tonight. Looks like Kevin Reed might have gotten caught. He was looking for a line, nowhere to go. Gerald Poole gets caught. I think Scott might have got a piece of it. And I think Brian Oshinska caught a piece of it too. Let's see. No, he was just, he was down on the apron and just trying to avoid it and just went around. And another shakeup of the entire field. We were saying there's at least 8 or 10 cars that could still win this. And look who's in 4th now. So Richie West was out front of the chaos. He was down on the bottom, manages to clear it. Brandon Springer managed to clear it. Eric Stoy and Bill Percy drive through it unscathed. Gerald Poole in 5th. I don't know how that car got no damage. Let's take a look at Scott's car. No damage. I cannot tell the right side of Mark's car. It looks like he's got a little bit of damage. No, he is fine. He's got some damage on the rear bumper. Wow, what a situation. Let's put it that way. Hey Thanos, it's Doug. You got me?
10-4.
I have to ask, did you just snap and get everybody to park the waters for you?
I don't know what happened. I just closed my eyes and kept chasing the thing I thought wasn't going to wreck until I ended up on the other side.
It was closer than you probably want to know, but you came through it completely unscathed, and now you've been up there battling for the win all night long. Does this help you out at all?
I haven't really been battling the win. I've just been trying to battle a new league for me. So second weekend, just trying to race clean and be a good guy. So I'm a scared good guy right now.
Well, good luck, buddy. You've had a heck of a run tonight, and we'll see how it comes out here at the end.
10-4, man. Thanks for all you do.
Gerald Thanos Pool, but I could not be happier because of that car in fourth, and it looks like he has got some fans in the chat here, as Topher Baltimore is cheering for the 95 of Bill Percy, who is still in this. He has been up front. He has battled for the lead tonight. He has now got himself in the perfect position. Plus, as we've seen all night, that high side seems to be the best place to start. He'll be starting on the outside this time. But Richie West up front and Brandon Springer has the peanut butter for the extra grip. That could be the deciding factor. The Hulk is back there. Bill is back there. Thanos is back there. Harley Barletta had to come to pit road, and I think he still has damage. I think he does have damage. I think he used his fast repair earlier. He's got significant right side damage. We'll have to see what he can do with it. Jason Rome, after an incident early in the race, is now back into the top 10 in ninth. Never gives up, and look at that. The First Lady of BRR, Nicole, that's what she said, Creasel, in 10th place. Speaking of First Ladies, happy birthday to my First Lady. All right, on the restart, it's going to be Richie West and Brandon Springer side by side. Richie choosing to start down on the inside. Eric Stoy, Bill Percy in the second row. Scott Snodgrass, Gerald Poole in the third row. Harley Barletta heavily damaged with Mark Dantuma in the fourth row. Green flag is in the air. Richie gets a good jump here. Brandon stays with him. Bill Percy having to fight Eric Stoy. 15 laps to go. And Harley Barletta is losing ground. That car has too much damage. Look at this. Nicole Creasel on the bottom for ninth. Up front, Brandon Springer has now caught back up to Richie West. Bill Percy has cleared everybody. He's back to third. Greg McDaniel has come to pit road again. He might be done for the night. A potential winner out. Looks like Greg McDaniel had an incident. Let's take a quick look at it. And I don't know what happened to John Schmidt coming out of coming down the front straightaway. He literally just turned left. All right, Bill Percy has now caught up to the top three. Scott Snodgrass has moved up to fourth now, but Gerald Thanos Pool right there with him. Richie West out front, 12 laps to go. And here comes Scott on the bottom. Oh, he gets a wiggle. Good save by Scott, but he was passing for third and now falls all the way to fifth. And a lot of cheers for Bill Percy in the chat. Gerald Poole has managed to clear Scott, and he is in fourth, all over the back bumper of Bill Percy. Bill on the back bumper of Brandon Springer. They're all nose to tail, coming off two. And it looks like Gerald Poole's got a run on the bottom end of three. Bill drops down to the bottom. Great move. He holds him off. Now he's got a little momentum on the high side. He fakes and goes to the bottom. Oh, Bill is looking for any advantage here. Bill goes to the high side. He's getting a push from Scott. Scott has nowhere to go. He tried to drop to the bottom. Richie West, while they battle behind him, has pulled away just a little bit. Jason Rome now up to 6. What a recovery he has had. Scott and Gerald still battling side by side. Mark Dantuma, he is also up to 7th after starting 21st. Eric Stoy in 8th. Jeremy Root in 9th. Brian Oshinska in the top 10 again. Nicole Kriesel back in 11th. Harley Barletta in 12th, almost 12 seconds back and losing ground. And Richie West has a bumper full of Brandon Springer, but the battle behind, they were briefly 3 wide. And now you've got the 87 of Jason Rome in the mix. Scott making a power move on the back straightaway. He drops to the bottom. Bill Percy's going to go with him. They are swapping 3rd, 4th, and 5th literally every turn here. And here comes Jason Rome to the bottom. Move Jason Rome into 5th. Gerald Poole now up to 3rd. Brandon Springer is 2nd, and out front is Richie West. It's going to be 6 to go at the line. This thing is nowhere near decided. Richie gets a little wobble out of turn 4. Bill Percy drifting back to 7th. Still having a great run, especially after last week, looking to make up some points. And now Scott Snodgrass on the high side around Brandon Springer for 2nd place. Can he get enough momentum to take 2nd place while they're side by side? Richie West is pulling away. And off of turn 2, Scott has the momentum. He's got the draft off Richie West. Can't get to the bottom yet. Now he's cleared him. Brandon Springer sticking the nose back in there. They are battling side by side all the way around the track, and Richie West is loving what he's seeing in the mirror. Gerald Poole in 4th. Jason Rome in 5th. Mark Dantuma in 6th. Bill Percy in 7th place. And these two have got to hope that their tires continue to hold. Mark Dantuma is making a move to the high side on Jason Rome. Bill Percy still right with him in the draft. Scott off of turn 2 gets the nose ahead, gets the draft. They're going to have the lap car of Harley Barletta ahead. Richie West catches Harley Barletta. Harley stays high to let the leaders by. Brandon Springer definitely uses that to his advantage. Scott can't get as high as he has been in 1 and 2. But he fights back on the outside. They're going to get the white flag this time. Mark Dantuma has snuck by up to 5th now. Jason Rome in 6th. Bill Percy in 7th. White flag for Richie West at Vegas. Side-by-side battle for 2nd. This is going to be a photo finish between these two. Scott comes down low to get some side draft. He works to his advantage. Has the advantage into turn 3. Gets the nose ahead coming off 4, but the bottom line will have the advantage. And Brandon Springer shoots ahead. Who's it going to be at the line? It's going to be Brandon Springer in second. Richie West with his first win of the season. Mark Dantuma comes in fourth. Gerald Poole is fifth. Jason Rome is sixth. Bill Percy in seventh. Brian Oshinska 8th, Jeremy Root 9th, Eric Stoy is 10th, and Nicole Creasel in 11th. Harley Barletta and Larry Ashby 11th and 12th. Richie getting a little love there from Scott Snodgrass as he does his burnout. Richie West, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, bud. Man, that was wild. That 3 wide really paid off. I know it was risky, but god darn it paid off.
It definitely did. You sound a little bit breathless, but man, what a fight there at the end.
You have no idea. I was so tense. I'm literally drenched in sweat. I'm going to probably have to take 2 showers. I don't even know where the hell Victory Lane is, but...
Well, I am sure you'll find it if you don't burn those rear tires off first. Man, what a race. You started in 16th and come back for the win. Smart drive all night, smart strategy all night. Everything just fell in place.
Yeah, thank you so much, Doug. It did. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's just car felt good. Everything was good. Luck on my side. I guess it was finally my turn to punch my ticket in this league other than a fun race, so I'll take it.
All right, man. Congratulations. Enjoy the celebration. You have certainly earned it.
Thank you, Doug. Much appreciated, bud.
All right, let's see if we can get a quick word with Brandon Springer. Hey, Brandon, this is Doug. You got me?
Hey, Doug, what's up?
Hey, did you need more peanut butter there at the end?
Yeah, I ran out. The jar wasn't big enough.
Well, man, it looked like a blast running side by side. You and Scott had one heck of a battle there at the end.
Yeah, he gave me all kinds of room, and I gave him room, and it's just... I hope we put on a good show, because I was nervous. Woo.
You definitely did, man. That was one heck of a run tonight and started in 15th. In fact, Richie started in 16th and you started in 15th. You both came to the front together.
Yeah, I'm a terrible qualifier. I gotta get better at that, but yeah, I just started passing people and up towards the front I went.
It definitely paid off, man. Congratulations.
Yep, thanks, Doug.
All right. Scott, how are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. I'm letting the heartbeat come down just a little bit.
I'd imagine so. That was just talked to Brandon. That was one heck of a race there at the end. You guys did not give an inch. Gave each other a lot of room, but man, you guys were racing hard.
Oh yeah, that was definitely fun. The last 10 laps or so, man, it was both of us could get a good run, and it stalled out. It felt like we were in Daytona or Talladega or something there for a minute.
It looked like you definitely had the advantage off of 2. He had the advantage into 3, and it was a drag race on both straightaways.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. Definitely. You trying to get that side draft to work, or just yeah.
Well, just a quick bit of math for you. You came in tonight second in points. Harley was first. Harley finished 12th, and you finished in 3rd. I do believe you are going to take the points lead here tonight.
Well, that's also pretty cool, but it's still early in this season, so we might celebrate a little bit right now, and then come at it next week.
All right, man. Congratulations, and good luck, buddy.
You too, and tell your wifey happy birthday.
Will do, bud. Thanks, man.
All right, you too. Bye.
All right. Well, stick around for just a moment because they're going to take the Fast and Fun guys are going to take the ARCA cars to Eldora. ARCA on dirt. This ought to be fun. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment.